Hey guys, welcome back to Gore Next Door with Lola Graves.
And Vincent.
What's up?
Nothing.
No?
What's up with you?
I don't know. I didn't shave today.
I can see.
It's been a couple days. Yeah, I know.
I know. I'm afraid you might poke my eye out if I turn my head the wrong way.
I might just poke your eye out anyway. Yeah, you never know. But
Please don't. I need that.
But yeah, no, just one of those days, kind of a lot of crap going on, downsizing some stuff and getting rid of stuff and stuff like that. And school's out for summer. You know what I'm saying?
School's out forever.
Yeah, right? Just stuff like that. I don't know. My kid is, she's into acting and stuff like that. So she's kind of finally got like an agent and stuff like that. So we're, kind of trying to set up because I guess nowadays you don't really show up and go to auditions really quite the same. You just kind of, record them at home and then submit them.
Oh, you send in like a tape or whatever?
Yeah, which is so much easier.
Oh, yeah.
She's been in this for a while, but like she's been taking acting for a while. She really enjoys it. She's good,
Yeah.
But so kind of trying to plan out where I'm going to record that. I was thinking maybe use the backdrop here, but probably not the greatest thing.
Probably not unless she's only auditioning for horror movies, which she might be. She thinks that, right? These people we spoke to, like, the different people we kind of interviewed and stuff. Mm-hmm. I made sure to mention that, and they're like, "Oh, that's so cool!" That and every one of them would tell us a story. Oh, that's good you told us because I told her, I said, we got to tell these people in advance that you're into horror and like you'll do like Terrifier or whatever, anything crazy. You're allowed to do it. And we think it's cool. And you've been watching this shit since you were a kid. Yeah.
And they all would say like, that's so good that you told us because and they give me an example. Like we just had this kid and, their parents found out it was like for like it or something. Like this is like a fluky thing that this kid got into this movie or whatever. I mean, it's a regular local person, but they auditioned for this or whatever.
Yeah.
And maybe it wasn't that, but it was a big movie, like a horror movie or something. And the parents were like, they said no because they were going away on a vacation for a week, and they didn't want the kid doing horror. So, and then another person was like, yeah, like a lot of parents don't want their kids doing horror or like stuff that's like gory or like violent or coarse language. And I'm like, well, this is right up our alley. This is what we do. You should check out our house. Right? Like, so that's just kind of a cool thing that we were able to, like maybe that's a bonus for her to be able to.
Yeah, that's great. We should get some good.
Yeah, like you never know.
Some horror, that'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, she loves that stuff. So she's definitely, some of her, like she likes, like one of her favorite directors is David Lynch and stuff. So, we say and she's watched all Twin Peaks. Like she's 11, almost 12.
Yeah.
But she likes all that stuff. So it's kind of, she's a little edgier that way.
Yeah.
And she, she likes Nicolas Cage and like, but also like Jenna Ortega, and stuff like stuff like that, right? So I mean, she's more into film stuff in general.
Yeah.
And she'll watch like indie stuff and subtitled horror stuff and whatever.
That's great for an 11-year-old who wants to watch subtitled.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, she does.
That's great though.
Versus just like Disney stuff and princess stuff.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But so I've been kind of thinking about that. But yeah, backdrop probably not going to work for this. But other than that, just taking bags of stuff to the thrift shop. I'm just kind of minimizing, trying to downsize some stuff. And
it's hard to do that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I know. I think I've been minimizing and downsizing for a couple of years now too.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to get through some stuff that hasn't been looked at in about 20, 25 years or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
It is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it's good to get it done. Feels good.
Yeah, for sure.
It's good to get it moving. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Good. Excellent.
So, did watch a couple things.
Yeah.
Neither one was really good. Yeah, what about you?
Same.
I mean, we watched some of the stuff together. So if we're talking about the same movies, you're probably thinking the same ones I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
I was thinking Presents.
Okay, yeah. That was a good one.
I really like the concept.
Did you?
Yeah. But, oh my God, it was boring.
Yeah. Like presents as in like a presence in the room or something.
It was
like Christmas presents.
No, it was definitely not that kind of a gift.
Yes.
No.
Well, no, it was not that.
No. It was kind of boring. Yeah, but it was like a ghost story, but from the ghost perspective. I had high hopes for it. I read lots of good things about it. I liked the concept, but it just didn't deliver for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just kind of boring.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
What did you think of that weird camera? Like, it was almost like a fisheye camera. Something was really weird about it. And I felt it was kind of like that camera was always moving around.
Yeah.
But it was in kind of a weird perspective. Like it wasn't quite like a widescreen
Yeah, it
camera.
wasn't really fisheye.
No, it wasn't fisheye, but it wasn't widescreen either. It was like a weird, the way it was moving, like the stuff looked, it didn't look like a normal camera. Like the angle or something was
It
off.
had some like weird, like it felt like it was swimming a little bit.
Well, kind of, or something. There was something going on there.
Yeah.
And it kind of wigged me out on a few parts. I could just, the way it was moving and the way I was tracking with my eyes, I was like, what is this guy? Whoever this is.
Yeah.
But I went in blind. I didn't even know just what the heck what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, I see Steven Soderbergh's name pop up. I'm like, he directed this thing?
Yeah.
Like, is this guy on crack? Like, what is? I mean, I don't know if he's really been. He's had some pictures that I think were nominated, and he's like this great guy, and like, I'm maybe not a huge fan anyway. I can't even think of what movies he did. Kind of, maybe I can.
I can't offhand either.
You see the guy did like Crash and stuff like that. Not like Crash, the good cat Crash with Deborah Kerr Unger and James Spader as like crash victims who find sexual pleasure about car accidents.
Yeah, no.
By Cronenberg.
You mean Crash, the other one?
Yeah.
Where the people.
Yeah, that's sort of.
Yeah. The 80s one or whatever it is. 90s.
Yeah, 90s. I think it was like 90s.
Yeah.
So like, but I don't know. Like what else?
I can't remember what he's done.
He's done some popular stuff.
He has.
But I get him mixed up with a few other guys of that thing.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay.
I mean, not every director like has every movie a hit, right? That's the thing.
Ben Affleck.
Geely?
He didn't direct that.
Okay, good.
I'm talking about the one. No. But I watched that movie.
What did he direct?
The Town.
Yeah.
Gone Baby Gone, I believe.
No, Casey Affleck did that one, didn't he?
He directed that?
I thought Casey did.
Maybe he directed that then. But he did Argo Fuck Yourself. Argo.
Yeah.
What did he do just recently? Did he do Live by Night? Was that his? He was in that. He had a couple others. He didn't direct. Did he direct the one where he's an alcoholic, recovering alcoholic basketball coach from a couple years ago? That was a great movie.
I don't think I know that one.
But anyway, I don't think he's had a miss personally.
Okay, well,
but that's just off the top of my head.
Okay, great.
That came up pretty fast in my head.
Yeah.
But besides that, he has
almost like you think about him all the time.
Ben, I love you, buddy. I do. I always thought him and I would be good buddies.
Yeah, he seems like fun.
Yeah. Turns out we're the same personality type trait, like whatever that INTJ, whatever that thing is.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because I did mine, and it was like famous people who, whatever. I was like, oh, it makes sense because I always felt like I could, like we would be. He's kind of seems a little bit more. Yeah, like kind of maybe. You know what I mean? You never know. So you can't see it.
I don't know, man.
I don't know if he's a horror guy. But.
I feel like he maybe isn't.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
But no, that's Geely. Like when I watched that, I'd never seen it.
I admit I've never seen it. So
and I have a bunch of his movies. And I watched this.
Talking it.
But it's actually was kind of like Showgirls, right? People like
people should talk. I haven't seen that one either, but people should talk that one all the time.
Got to work that one in. There's some good flicks like that are when I finally watched them. I'm like this is actually pretty good. Like people maybe overreacting. That Geely was kind of okay,
Really?
Yeah. I'll bring it over. We'll watch it.
No.
Yeah.
No, thank you. Hard pass.
So that was where were we going with this? Geely directors.
Soderbergh.
Soderbergh. Yeah. So who knows? Hey, whatever. I was shocked. I was like, well, I didn't know what this movie is. This guy, like, what's he thinking?
Yeah.
This movie was pretty lame, and the ending. When that guy showed up on screen, I'm like, that was
so disappointing.
I bet you this is the ending because this movie's so bad. I think this is the big ending.
Scary, and then her screaming was just like, "Shut up!" For God's sakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was disappointed in the ending.
And like, who cares that he's the guy that shows up at the end? Like after like.
Yeah.
Like that should have been like the original Ghost or whatever. I don't know, or something, or something, or just maybe not even had the ending. Just have the happy family and they showed the house or something like whatever.
Yeah, I agree.
Presents.
Yeah, presents. Didn't really like it.
Rough.
Yeah, so that was kind of, something I had wanted to watch for a while.
Yeah.
And fail.
Yes.
And
what would you rate it?
I rated it a 5.
You did?
Because production value and stuff was fine. Acting was fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
The concept was fine.
Okay.
It just could have been better.
Mm-hmm.
So I give it a 5.
That's generous.
Yeah. Now, you picked a real stinker too.
No.
Zipperface.
Zipperface,
The
man.
name tells you all you need.
You can't hide the face of fear.
Apparently
Lola?
you can with a zipper.
Fair.
A gimp mask.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Is that the catchphrase?
From the
Yeah,
the last pre-show I have that on my
Which
t-shirt.
you won't actually see the face because he is.
From the dead of night comes the face of pure terror.
The face of pure terror is a mask. Is a gimp mask.
Yeah.
Anywho.
So let's be honest. We have probably a few minutes of this left to finish.
Yeah, because we lost interest in it.
I don't know. Like, it's a shot on video. It's cool.
It's not cool.
But it's just kind of like,
Dude.
I don't know what happened.
Dude,
I don't know. Video violence or this?
I mean, video violence is better.
Academy Award winner, right, compared to this one.
Compared to this one. This one is it was just terrible.
Cool cover. And a cool.
I mean, is it though?
But yeah, the voice wasn't even cool, this guy, right?
I don't even remember his voice. What did he sound like?
I mean, was it kind of robotic or something? I don't know. It sounded, or maybe it was more like, I don't know.
I don't remember.
So what do you want to say about it? Like, what do you rate that?
That one probably maybe a 4.
You rate that one? Like, you're really generous. Yeah, jeez.
Maybe lower.
Yeah.
What would you rate it?
3.
What would you rate Presents?
0. I think I said it to you. This is possibly, I've seen a lot of stuff. But
there's no way in hell that is worse than Zipperface.
I think that is one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
No.
Because there was no point to it.
Way.
I'm like, there's no point to this.
What's the point to Zipperface?
Well, it's a horror movie. This, I don't know what that was.
It's a ghost story.
But was it? It was kind of like...
Yes.
Like, I got that's...
It's a ghost story that was avenging her own death.
Oh, okay. Or was it more about some guy drugging people and killing them?
Yeah, and the ghost was drugged and killed by him.
Yeah.
So it was a ghost avenging her own death.
Yeah.
So,
I'd rather watch a guy in a gimp mask kill women than hookers.
Okay.
And stuff like that.
Okay.
I mean, that's... right? Gore next door. It's not like whatever. I don't know.
Not like Casper next door.
They were both. Yeah, they were. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
I hear you. I don't ever turn something off. I don't know how the Zipperface. What happened there? I don't know. Like I feel like I've seen most of that before.
Not good.
And I don't know.
It just wasn't good. Like I don't know how many times I was like.
And it's not actually the shot on video portion because one of our Crypt titles, even though it's a more recent, it is a shot on video, which I think we maybe both thought was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Which one?
Huh?
Which one?
Well, the one that we're going to review here in the Crypt.
Oh.
Yeah. Like in today's episode.
Oh, okay.
Episode 17.
Oh. I thought you meant a different one that we did. And I was like, I don't know what you're talking about because I don't
Did
know.
we have another one? I think that was... No.
Shot on video?
Yeah.
Video violence.
Oh, yeah. Like from before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, from after.
Well, what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I'm saying we're going to review one in the Crypt later. And you're like, what? We did video violence in one of our other episodes.
I just thought you said ones that we reviewed from
Yeah,
the Crypt or something. Dude, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
No problem.
Okay.
So, yeah, Zipperface.
Yeah.
So that's 2?
And 0 for
No,
presents.
3. And
3.
For presents, I give it a 2.
Wow.
No, I'll give them both a 3. Let's just say.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah.
I give presents a little bit more because it's
Steven Soderbergh?
No, because it's got production value.
Oh, yeah, okay. I could have done that. Walked around the house with a camera for an hour and a half. I think I've done that. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
You probably put on a gimp mask and chase people around with knives too.
I actually, I have done something similar to that.
Oh God.
Not in a gimp mask.
Do tell.
But no, I mean, like when we're going to shoot that Christmas thing, I think we talked about it.
Oh,
I showed you that Santa mask.
Yeah.
Is that the creepiest thing ever?
It's pretty creepy.
I got that at thrift store. They were selling it as new. I love it. It's like a half mask. It's like just creepy.
It's creepy.
Remind me to show it to you. But again, it's.
You can wear it for our Christmas episode.
I'll do that. I think I did that on one of my old channel things. Like me and another guy. I think he wore the mask. But we were going to do a Christmas thing. We shot a couple scenes. But I think I told you that. I should show you those scenes. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was low budget stuff like this.
Yeah.
And but we just kind of went our separate ways. And like where I live, there's kind of this little kind of village area, so we were just shooting there after dark, and it just looked amazing.
Cool.
And we had the characters and detective and like all this crazy stuff. It was really cool, and the knife and like the outdoor prowler scene kind of thing, and it was fun. But I'd kind of like to go back and finish that. But I don't know where we're going with that.
I don't know.
But
But
that was
Zipperface.
Zipperface. and something else and shot on video. What the fuck?
No, I don't know.
I lost it.
I don't know. So we didn't like Zipperface. Bottom line.
Bottom line is that. Yeah.
Bottom line.
3.
Not a recommend.
And I don't just turn stuff like that off, so it's very rare.
Yeah, it was just not good.
Oh, that's what it was. Yes, but I have done stuff like that before, chasing a guy around a little bit. I remember this one Halloween, I had I think a Myers mask, or no, it wasn't a Myers mask. What was it? What the heck was it? I don't know, but there's this little kid. I think at that point I was staying in a house with somebody, and we were living there, and it was Halloween night. And I thought, I'm just going to stand outside beside the house and just scare people.
And you're how old?
Oh, like 21 or 22.
Okay.
Like scare people. And nobody was coming around. It was just kind of that night where it's kind of slow, I guess. I might have had a Myers mask on because that's probably all I had at the time. I feel like it was something else, but it was probably that. And this little kid came up with his grandmother. He was probably 4 or 5. And I'm like, well, I've been standing out here for half an hour. I might as well get my money's worth.
Man.
Standing at the side of the house. And I was just kind of started like gently rattling the gate just so they could look over. And I was just standing there with a real knife and my mask. And the kid doesn't know who Michael Myers is anyway. It's just like some creepy guy with a weird mask.
Yeah.
And I remember the little boy started to come up, and then I did that. And I'm like, kind of looking at this kid, and I didn't really do it. Maybe I did a head tilt or something.
Yeah.
And the grandmother looked at me and she goes, like she legitimately said this. She goes, please don't hurt us. And she grabbed the kid and ran down the street.
Oh my God.
And I felt bad after that.
Oh, I would hope you
I
felt
did.
bad.
I took the mask off. I'm like, it's okay. They were gone. It didn't matter.
Oh.
But I felt so terrible. She's like, please don't hurt us. Like, dear God, please don't hurt us. Like you could see everything flashing in front of her. And I'm like, oh my God, this poor kid is probably traumatized.
Well, probably.
But anyway, I think he was like 4 or 5. It was rough.
Oh, dude, that's not very nice.
Not really a gimp mask, but
not very nice though.
That wasn't nice. Yeah. So
wow. Oh, you're kind of a jerk, eh?
No, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Wow.
So, but I mean, I stood there for 30 minutes, so I had to do something.
Yeah. Terrorize a 4-year-old. Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah, I just came out of the shadows with a knife, and that was it. It was game over. It was pretty fun.
Oh man, dude.
So, anyway,
dude.
So,
All right. That's it. Well, yeah, I think that's it. I did notice one thing coming on Netflix soon, which I'm a little bit excited about, but I'm not really sure if I'm excited about it.
Zipperface 2.
Not even remotely, maybe.
Okay.
No. The 3rd season of Squid Game.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen Squid Game at all?
Nope, but I know about it. I have not.
Yeah. First season, really good. I really liked it. Second season, not so much.
Really?
So I don't know what they're going to do with the 3rd season. I don't know. The first season was good because it was very different. Yeah. So I'm kind of looking.
I'm gonna have to check it out. So you'd recommend I watch season 1?
You know what? Like I liked season 1, but if you want to watch something that's similar but not really similar, but's better, Alice in Borderland.
Like the movie?
No, it's.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking of what was that? What was that movie? Borderlands? Yeah.
Borderlands. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
sorry.
Not that one.
Right. I know what you're talking about though.
Alice in Borderland.
Yes.
It's I think it's Korean.
Okay.
It's on Netflix. Kids kind of get dumped into like a game. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's similar.
Okay.
And it's just way better.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now the Squid Games, like, is this like 8 episodes, 10 episodes? Like,
I can't remember how many episodes.
Are they like an hour each?
10,
40-some minutes, 50?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, probably like 10 episodes or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Nice.
that came on.
Right.
Yeah. Other than that, nothing. Just Crypt.
Let's do it.
Just watch some Crypt stuff.
Let's do the Crypt. Sounds good. Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Well, so finally I got you to watch Bone Tomahawk.
Yes.
2015, directed by S. Craig Zahler, who also directed Brawl in Cell Block 99,
Oh, okay.
which I quite enjoyed.
That was good.
It was pretty fun.
Yep. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I like seeing
Vince Vaughn?
Vince Vaughn all angry and beating the shit out of people.
Yeah,
That was kind of fun. Starring Kurt Russell, starring a lot of people who are in a lot of horror movies, I gotta say. Kurt Russell, who's been in The Thing, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was in Escape from New York.
Yep.
Snake Plissken. I've got a little Snake Plissken figurine.
Do you?
Yeah.
Like a Funko or
A
something?
McFarlane.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Snake Plissken. Death Proof, Grindhouse.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's a stuntman Mike. Gotta love it.
Yep. Christmas Chronicles, part 1 and 2.
Yeah, there you go.
Have you seen that? Yeah.
Nope, I haven't. I don't think. But you've mentioned it to me.
1985.
1985.
The Mean Season.
Oh.
Mariel Hemingway, whatever. But or Margot, Mariel. Yeah. A great thriller. It's not like Silence of the Lambs, but it's kind of like there's stuff going on, and there's a creepy guy doing stuff to people or abducting them. I can't remember. But it's one of my. I like it. I've seen it lots back in the past. I have the Blu-ray.
Okay.
We should watch it.
Okay. Mean Season?
The Mean Season.
The Mean Season.
He's a reporter.
Okay.
Like newspaper reporter, and this serial killer starts calling in and telling him where the next victim is going to be and what he's going to do.
Okay.
You know, and so they're trying
That seems like I'd really enjoy that.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's creepy. At least it's one of those ones that I was younger, so it kind of always was unsettling, and I think it still kind of is though. Really well done. Mm-hmm. Great final act. A good movie. So yeah, Kurt Russell in that. And how do you not mention Big Trouble in Little China? Old Jack Burton.
Because I knew you would.
I should have had my Jack Burton tank top on, the one he wears from the movie.
You should have.
Yeah.
Lost opportunity.
Yeah, man.
Bummer.
Old Jack Burton.
Yeah.
The Pork Chop Express. Yeah. Great movie. Oh man.
There you go. Wah,
yeah.
wah.
So.
So yeah, he's in it. Patrick Wilson, who's been in all the Conjuring movies and all the Insidious movies.
Yeah.
Matthew Fox, who I don't know if he's ever been in any horror whatsoever. Mm-hmm. He was in Lost and Party of Five. I used to watch Party of Five.
Oh, okay. I know the guy you're talking about now, yeah.
Richard Jenkins.
Oh, yes.
Who was in Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah.
And there's a bit part by David Arquette. Well, he's a little bit of a bigger part, but David Arquette's in it.
Yeah.
Who was in like Scream, the Scream series.
Yes, and Black Limousine.
And Black Limousine, apparently.
Yeah. You got that Black Limousine poster up? You got to watch the trailer after this. We'll watch it.
Yeah, okay.
It's different. Okay. Kind of a cool, weird, different movie. Okay. Nobody knows it. I like it.
Yeah, I don't know it. I've never heard of it.
It's good.
Yeah. Okay, we'll watch the trailer. And Sid Haig is in it briefly.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I was surprised, yeah.
House Without Corpses, that stuff. Yeah. So basically, in this movie, it's like old-timey, westerny type.
Yeah.
Kurt Russell is a sheriff.
Yeah.
And he ends up having to get a posse together of two, 3 townsfolk to go help rescue 2 people from the town.
Yeah.
That were abducted by some cave-dwelling cannibals. Yeah, so yet another cannibal theme.
Yeah, you like that.
I do like the cannibal movies, apparently. I never noticed it. I never noticed it until we started doing stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, another cannibal movie.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah. What did you think of it?
I thought it was good.
Yeah?
I liked it. Yeah, what did I say? Yeah, I wasn't sure. And you went into this, you said blind. No, that was Presence, sorry. You knew what this was about when you saw it back in the day.
Yeah.
I don't know if I did, but I remember, thinking, I don't know if I want to watch this. Like Kurt Russell. Mm-hmm. But yeah, let me just think. Like, it was good. What did I say after? Did I say something about it?
You said it was long?
It was long, which I don't mind, but it just, I don't mind. Well, I did tell you that. So there's a movie called Jerry by Gus Van Sant. And it's got Casey Affleck in it, and I believe Matt Damon. And they're in the desert, like in New Mexico or somewhere. And the whole movie, they're walking through the desert. My kind of movie. Just dialogue. They're walking and walking and walking. And you're like, what the hell? Nothing's happening. I think they get into like a mild fight at one point. And then they keep walking. I think eventually one of them dies because I guess something does happen. I think it gets like they're just out there so long they get lost or something.
Okay.
I think about something like that. I don't know. But so like I don't mind watching stuff that's like plodding along and like that. But for some reason this one seemed long just in general. But I don't think I said this at the time. I like the first half of the movie better. Because I like the dialogue and some of the walking, and I like the kind of just the setup and the scene of like just the kind of the Western. I like that. I'm a big spaghetti Western guy. So, but not just the typical like John Wayne Western is not my thing. But I like the whole Western-y vibe and just the dialogue, and it was very smart. And the way that it started with Sid Haig and Arquette, and like there was just it was a fun. There was stuff going on, but it was just you knew it was leading up to something.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure what. but I knew there was like some scene at the end or a couple scenes that were like super violent. So I was excited about that. But then it just kind of went on. And then the last part of it, I just was like, the gore was fine. But I thought it was maybe be something even more. And I just kind of.
There's really only that one scene.
And like they kept coming in and out of the jail cell, like the guys or whatever, like checking on him, like nothing. It was just like kind of like what's happening, and like you know. And I really thought that Patrick Wilson's character was probably going to get killed, but it's interesting that he ended up being one of the guys that made it out of there. Yeah. But it was interesting too, though, as we both know, it's like there's no score for this movie. Yeah. And I thought that early on. I'm like, okay, this is good. Yeah. But then they ruin it. They didn't ruin it. But I mean, the last 5-10 minutes, there's like all of a sudden like a 1 minute of music. I'm like, why did they put that in there?
I know. I was like, is that music?
Like, why did they put that in there? Just to sort of set the tone that now everything's the resolution phase of the movie. It's kind of like
maybe
happy and it kind of ended like that.
Yeah.
Versus maybe being like a violent ending or something. Yeah. So I thought that was different, but no, like overall, like it was well done. I love watching Kurt Russell, and I like the the script was good. I thought it was tight and stuff, and just like it probably could have been a bit shorter. I don't mind a longer movie, but it didn't need to be that long. I didn't think.
Yeah.
And I just overall it was good.
The first half better, hey?
Kind of like it.
Interesting,
right? Like before all the violence, I don't know what it was. I'm like I was kind of just in the rhythm of these guys and getting together, and they're sort of talking and stuff,
bantering, and not liking each other. One guy's all cocky, and the other guy's just all like, "I'm gonna save my wife."
Absolutely, I kind of like that. And it's somewhere I was like, okay, now it's settling into this thing. And once the violence happened, I was like, okay,
right.
But I was at that point kind of like, they should have done more, like taking like the Mickey or whatever it was out of the fire and sticking it in Kurt Russell's cut at his side.
Yeah,
like. That was good, but then they should have focused on that for a while just to really feel that. It was just like a 2-second thing, and kind of like I feel like they should have done more stuff to him before he kind of fought back.
Yeah,
and
I understand that.
And then maybe I'm just nitpicking. It was good. It was good.
Yeah,
but I wasn't sure what to expect, and it was. I think that I don't know.
Yeah, I mean they did the split the body in half thing. Before Terrifier did. I think.
Oh, okay.
I think about a year's difference.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not nearly as bloody as when Art the Clown did it.
Sure, yes.
But,
that was cool.
Still kind of, everything fell out, and it was pretty, that's probably the most graphic scene.
It was cool. Yeah.
When they were cutting the voice box thing out of the cave dwellers. Troglodyte, is that what they called them? Troglodytes.
Yeah.
Throat, that was a little bit gruesome.
That's true. Yeah.
But most of it, it wasn't really super gory, but there was just a couple of parts that were.
But solid. Like all these movies you picked, they're all solid. Like good, more most of them more mainstream, but but good. Like I mean, obviously you have good taste in these movies. Like there's
obviously.
I mean, they're not like just crap movies. Like these are good movies. So I'm just saying what I saw, but like, they're all excellent flicks and classics kind of thing, right? Like I mean, so I get that. What did you think of it?
Oh, I liked it. I mean, that's why I recommend it.
Like, I mean, like, what do you like about it? I guess
I like this story. I like. It is a little bit slow, but I like all the actors in it. I think they all did a great job.
They did.
I like the unexpected. Like we knew that the cave dwellers were violent, but I like that they were literally like stealing people for eating.
Yeah.
Like a little bit different like that. They were very, very brutal in the way that they treated people, like animals, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it. I like the characters of the cave dwellers.
Yeah.
With boar things stuck in their faces, and
I
don't know. I thought they did a really good job.
It was good. Yeah.
I quite liked it. It's a fun movie.
Yeah, no, it is.
For me.
I should have watched it a lot sooner. Yeah.
Yeah. I just think it's fun.
Yeah. What do you rate that one?
Oh, this one I would probably give it a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid 7, I think. For me. How about you?
I would say 7. Yeah, for sure.
Good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Yeah.
No trivia on it that I could find, other than the fact that the cave that the cave dwellers live in was actually the same cave that they shot Iron Man in when Tony Stark was held captive. And you don't know anything about that, so that's for the listeners.
Okay.
Friends of the podcast, do you know?
Well, I've seen Iron Man.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
I thought you hated that shit.
Well, I don't like it. but I've watched it. Right?
Did you see where he like invented the little thing?
Yeah.
There's the cave. Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
same cave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe saw the second one too.
Really?
Is there 3?
I'm not really sure.
All right. Okay.
They all start to blend in together because they all crossed over with everything. And I really don't know how many of anything there is.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah. So that's pretty much that. So it was, I'm glad that I think I've been telling you about it for months now.
Months. So I'm glad we watched it. Yeah. I'm glad we tapped into it.
Yeah. Good.
It was cool.
Good. I'm glad. Me too.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Okay.
So we will move on to.
And that movie was 2015. Did we say that?
Yes, 2015.
2015. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, we did. You did. Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
Your pick.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Is L.A. AIDS Jabber from 1994. What can you say?
Directed by Drew Gutierrez.
Let's just show
I don't really know anybody who's in it.
this. The L.A. AIDS. It's just L.A. AIDS Jabber. It's a shot on video from 1994.
Yeah. Yeah. It is about a kid, like 19 years old or something like that.
Yeah.
Who gets diagnosed with AIDS and is kind of a little bit mentally unstable to begin with.
Yes.
And he decides to get revenge on a lot of people, but for no particular reason.
Yeah.
And so he just starts attacking people with syringes of his own blood.
Yes.
Trying to infect everybody that he wants to.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, it's not funny because I mean, this has happened in real life.
Yeah, it has happened in real life. So,
but I mean, it's a
funny.
crazy concept for a movie. But I'd never seen this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming you had neither. In between your viewings of like the host, Ravenous, and like Bone Tomahawk.
No.
And Zipperface.
Shock enough. Never heard of it.
Yeah. But this movie, man, that is one of the best shot on video movies I've seen.
I actually, there's a lot of criticisms I can have with it, but it was pretty good all around.
It really was.
Yeah.
Like a good story.
Yeah.
What about the criticisms? What are your criticisms?
Just it was like obviously like pretty low budgety.
Yeah.
Acting was not great.
Yes. And you realize that that's the idea. Like these people don't have it, but it's shot on with a camcorder.
I know.
Yeah.
With like friends who drink beers together.
Yeah.
That just wanted to make a movie. Yeah, I know, I get that. So I mean, criticism like that, but this story was, pulled right from the headlines.
Yeah.
Just about.
Yeah.
The kid who is the angry kid was really he wasn't very good, unfortunately.
Yeah. But he gave it his all though. He really did, right? All. He was running in the whole movie. He was running away after he did so. He was like always running, sprinting off.
Always running.
Pretty funny.
And the ending, the very, very ending, I was disappointed in.
I didn't see that coming.
I know.
Because I'm stupid. I guess I watched so much of this stuff.
Well, no, because there's plot holes in it too.
Well, it
doesn't make logical sense given the rest of the movie.
Yeah, but like overall, I thought this movie was actually really good.
Yeah.
I mean, I would put that up there. Like Video Violence, and they're fun movies. They're classics. This was just released, I think, at some point, and just called L.A. Jabber, but taking the AIDS out because it's just. I mean, it's what a title, L.A. AIDS Jabber. I mean, it's crazy this movie. And so Visual Vengeance put this Blu-ray out, which we're just showing on the YouTube video. If you don't want to look at that, it's region free. I see that now. A, B, and C. Wild Eye and Visual Vengeance. But it's 78 minutes, 78. It's a little shorter. But just the story, like they really went all out. Like there were some plot holes that kind of developed later on in the movie, but the first half was pretty solid. It was pretty airtight, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. And a lot of it made sense and stuff.
And
it was
just
cohesive.
But it was well done. And just, I like the first 30 seconds of the movie established what we needed to know. The guy was in the car with his girlfriend. Yeah. And he started coughing or he's sick or whatever. And she's like, what's the matter or whatever. I can't remember what he said.
And he's like, I don't know. I went to the doctor. I got to get my results.
Yeah. But yeah, exactly. And then the next thing was.
In the doctor's office?
Well, and then he said something like, "Yeah, I just haven't been myself lately," or something. And she's like, "Oh, did she say something about like his mental stability or something in that same conversation?"
I don't know if she did, but the doctor definitely did.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was the next scene.
Yeah. So then the doctor, when the kid leaves, the doctor calls a psychiatrist friend and says, you know, I'm friends with this guy's family, and this kid is like unstable to begin with.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be a problem. Can you go check him out?
Yeah. Like it's like
literally,
boom.
It's like the first 10 minutes.
Like just laying it all out there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I like that. And it just went from there. Like he's just raging and like feeling this needle and like injecting.
And running and raging and running and raging and running and raging and running and raging.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like sitting on the park bench with his girlfriend, and he's like, I can't see you anymore.
Yeah.
And she's all like, but why? And he's like, I just can't. And he just gets up and starts running.
It's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, and he did just start attacking some random people and stuff.
Yeah, he eventually did. Yeah, people on the street because he was just angry.
But it was kind of like it was more of like a drama, a horror. Like it wasn't like a horror movie. Like it was like a thriller, whatever. I don't know. Like it was kind of police procedural partly. I don't know, but like it just was laid out good, and it wasn't kind of just all crazy.
It didn't feel like the police procedural.
Well, maybe not. I just keep thinking of the cops and like, you know, the way they were going about stuff, and they're all in the room going, okay, well, we got to figure out, you know, and they kept testing the blood and all this stuff. And like, there was a bit of a story there. Like it wasn't just him stabbing people and killing people.
A bit of a bumbling story, but yeah.
Yeah. So there was like investigation stuff going on in the background, I guess. So it was kind of, I like that. Like they really kind of made an effort to make this best sense that it could.
Yeah.
And, you know, some of the scenes were shot, you know, fairly well. Like I can't remember if they had cop cars, but like you could see that they didn't just shoot it in somebody's like basement.
No, because it was only detectives that they were dealing with, so they had.
Oh, that's right.
They had
like
unmarked
Mustangs and stuff.
Yeah.
Unmarked. But I feel like they put a good effort into this, and it was actually kind of a cool story. You know, for as far as, you know, being based on something that this has happened. But like the story itself was well done, and I don't know. I think I had more to say about it then, but I was just like, wow, this is actually a pretty good picture. And if there was a bigger budget, I could see this being in a theater, probably just called L.A. Jabber.
Yeah.
And just, you could see this kind of being an actual movie that's with a high budget. And you know, this is just kind of well done with a lower budget. And it turned out really good.
Yeah.
So I was a big fan of this. I'll watch it again.
Yeah. What would you rate it?
I mean, honestly, for what it is, I'd give it a 7.
For what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, just overall? 7?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like if I go on, there's probably everybody's saying 3. I can't believe this is so cheap. But that's the whole, that was the idea.
Yeah, that's the whole idea.
And it's not necessarily people just from their basement. Like there's, you know, like there's settings and scenes and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's a low budget, like.
This one actually had a lot of different settings and a lot of different actors.
That's a great point, actually.
Yeah.
That's very true, actually. Yeah.
Lots of different people. It wasn't just like 5 people or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
That's quite all right.
Yeah, it's it was I was entertained the whole time. Like there wasn't really any like slow spots. It was kind of interesting. The whole thing, and I was like, for that type of movie, which I've seen a lot, there's just a lot of trash. Like I mean, and just like violence for violence sake, which is why you watch this stuff.
Yeah.
And just crazy blood effects and stuff that are cheaply done, but at least they're real effects. So I like that. But this wasn't that kind of movie. It was more of like a drama.
Yeah,
sort
it's
of
kind of
thing.
more drama. Yeah.
With this guy still injecting people with AIDS.
Yeah.
But in the ending, I didn't see that coming. I was like, are you kidding me? This is amazing. Like, I really liked that ending. And you hated it because you knew all along.
It was predictable. I thought it was predictable. But also it makes no sense.
It didn't make sense when you find out like these other people were infected with AIDS and stuff, but yet somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how did that happen? I don't know. So I won't give it away because I know everybody's going to rush out and buy a copy of this from Visual Vengeance, Amazon.
Yeah. Is it on? I think it's on Tubi.
It was Tubi, I think.
I think it's on Tubi. Yeah. So check it out on Tubi.
Yeah.
So you don't have to rush out and buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I thought it was better than expected because, you know, you've kind of set the bar low on those ones a little bit.
Well, you know. But there's a low bar in the beginning to begin with.
Yeah, fair. But I liked it better than some of the other ones.
Oh, this is one of the best I've seen. Yeah. I'd probably give it if I could give it a 4.5, I would. Mm-hmm. But I guess I have to give it a 5. Okay.
But it would be, I don't know.
Like when I say 7, like
4.
Like I'm not saying 4.5, 5. You said, what'd you say?
5.
Like I like for what I'm dealing, this kind, what I'm when I'm rating it, I'm thinking about it compared to all the other stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's what I would give it a 7. But I wouldn't say, I would say that's a 7. Mm-hmm. But I would also say like, the Ben Affleck movie is like a 7 or an 8. So I'm not saying they're comparable by any sense of the imagination.
Gotcha.
Like The Town or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, because that's just not.
But for what it is, like, I'm like, this is like an easy 7 for me for a shot on video movie. Like, it could be higher if it's we're just comparing it like that. But I would never give any shot on video movie higher than a 7, probably. So this is the equivalent of a 10 on a shot on video scale of 1 to 7.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
All right, gotcha.
So yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
yeah,
liked it.
Yeah. It was. I mean, I don't want to say fun, but it was pretty well done, and I can appreciate appreciate what they did.
That's nice.
And what they were getting with and what they did with their budget. I think they did a great job.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Do you got anything else? Any show and tell for today?
Yeah, show and tell. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, we'll save that for the credits. But I'll tell you, July 8th. So we got some stuff coming up. Abigail. From 2024, 4K. Like I didn't see it. Put out by Shout Factory.
Dude.
Oh.
Dude.
So I should check it out, I guess.
I liked it.
Really?
I know some people didn't like it and thought it was a little bit like predictable and stuff like that, and everything made in the trailer. But it was fun.
Okay.
It's a fun little vampire movie.
Well, I didn't know that. Yeah, no, I'll check it out.
Fun little vampire movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I dig it.
Yeah. Oh, so these are Blu-ray releases. Sorry, I should have said that. But yeah, coming out. So July 8th, we got that. Then we've got Sinners in 4K from 2025.
Already?
Yeah.
Wow.
Did you see that?
No, I haven't yet. It's I thought it was still in theaters, honestly.
I don't know.
I guess not. But I've heard good things about it.
Until Dawn from 2025, 4K.
What's that one?
It's like a survival horror kind of thing. I figured you'd be up on that.
Who's in it?
No idea.
When is it from? 2024?
2025.
2025.
4K, yeah.
Oh.
Survival horror. Not sure the
it's not a Shudder original or anything?
No.
Like I haven't heard of it.
No. And then it was last week's movie that I was saying I couldn't remember. It was an A24 movie. Mm-hmm. Was the what the hell was I just forgot again? Mm-hmm. That one about the unicorn? What the heck was it?
Oh, the Jenna Ortega one?
Yeah, that one.
Oh, okay.
That was what it was.
The Death of the Unicorn?
That's what it was. So I mean, there's a reason we forgot. Who cares? So that was the only movie anyway. So I threw it in there.
Okay.
I guess it's so The Rule of Jenny Penn from 2024. That's a Shudder.
That's a Shudder original.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Have you checked that one out yet?
No.
No, me neither. I can't.
It's in our list. I thought we were maybe going to watch that together, but there's so much other stuff going on.
I know. Yeah.
So, and then last but not least, In a Violent Nature, 4K from 2024. It's put out by RLJE, which is kind of in tandem with Shudder usually. And I think that was a Shudder release.
Yeah, I know. I can picture the logo in my brain.
That one is not worth picking up on Blu-ray.
No, it isn't.
Especially not 4K.
No.
Can you imagine that in 4K?
No. I mean, there's one really cool scene.
One of the greatest scenes ever.
Yeah.
But it had to be CGI to be.
It's like a shit sandwich.
Yeah. But there's a lot of plotting.
You've got like nothing happening. Really cool scene.
Yeah.
Really cool death. Really cool kill. And then nothing happening. Yeah. Like it was just, I wasn't into it.
And that was the second feature of the Joe Bob thing we talked about last week with Torso.
Yes.
Which is miles better than this. They're two different movies, obviously, in two different eras, but still. Yeah. But that movie, I don't know. I'm just. It
was a miss for me. I was looking forward to it when it first came out. Really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it though.
Disappointing. Yeah, don't get that one. Nope. Don't get any of them, by the sounds of it.
Probably don't get any of them.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll check out what Until Dawn is about, but I don't know how we missed that one. But
yeah.
I'm gonna check out Abigail if you say that.
Yeah, I liked it. It was a fun little. Give it a shot. Definitely a fun little vampire movie.
That's awesome.
Me. Yeah, I liked it.
Perfect.
I liked it. Yeah, I think that's maybe about it.
All right.
That's all I got going on.
Well, thanks guys for checking it out. Appreciate it, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
Stay creepy.
You've been listening to Gore Next Door with Vincent Giallo and Lola Graves. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok for updates and behind-the-scenes posts. New episodes are available on YouTube or wherever you find your podcasts.